various anti-illegal immigrant groups to leave the country, either through repatriation or through deportation. But what we had on the show and on ENCA throughout the entire day was our incredible team of reporters. We had Dayton Tathia up in a helicopter around the Durban CBD. That was one of the biggest protests. We also had Nabila Sheikh in a helicopter around Johannesburg. Then we also had our reporters, and this is how we do it. Our teams are able to then show you exactly where the reporters are, and the moment there's any updates, we're able to take you there as we did throughout the entire day. So I mentioned Joburg, I mentioned Durban, we were in Cape Town, we were in Delft, we were in Kogompo City, we were in Imdansane, we're in many other areas as the story developed. Worryingly though, is that we did see, especially in Germiston, out in Ekurhuleni with Aviwe Mtila, we did see what to me appeared to be the most tension of all the protests today. Generally, they were peaceful. There were some arrests for looting and attempted looting down in Durban and Johannesburg, but the police were on top of that. Sadly, though, in Germiston, we saw this spark, this tension explode, where two groups came together and they started to then go house to house, trying to break down doors, trying to break down security gates to actually go and find out if people living on the property were there legally or living there illegally. It seems that didn't seem to make a difference for them. They wanted all foreigners, whether they had passports and papers. They showed Aviwe Mtila on air that they had their papers. The residents in Germiston that were protesting didn't care, and police having to remove some of them for their own safety. This was heartbreaking because there were little children also involved, being pulled along with their mother, along with their father, by the protesters, and they were being handed over to the police. And that's exactly what government was warning the protesters not to do. However, I want to put a disclaimer in here. This particular group was not necessarily part of the large protests that we saw in Joburg, Durban, Cape Town, etc. So those stories still going to develop throughout today, of course, with all the updates on both online, enca.com, and of course on DSTV channel 403. Thanks for watching. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.